Welcome back to Off the Desk. I'm Stacey Engebretson. I want to bring in Marty Nessman now. He is the private water supply section manager with the Wisconsin DNR. Thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me, Stacey.
So the DNR has launched a new online tool for private well owners. It's called Be Well Informed. What exactly is this and how does it work?
The Be Well Informed tool is a tool that was developed by the University of Wisconsin-Madison, the State Lab of Hygiene, Department of Health Services, and the DNR to help private well owners understand the results of their testing of the well that they've done. And it provides good information for those well owners of what the results mean and what they can do as next steps if needed.
And you have, you talked about those resources that are on there, and the online tool also includes current water guidelines and standards.
That's correct. Yes.
So very helpful. How often do you recommend that private well owners test their water?
We recommend that well owners test yearly for bacteria and nitrate, and then every 5 years, or if it's never been sampled. We also recommend that well owners sample for arsenic. It's a common contaminant found in Wisconsin, and it's found in every county of the state, and it can be surprising sometimes where it's found. So you want to make sure you've sampled for that at least once, and then every 5 years to monitor it.
Is it expensive to test?
The bacteria and nitrate tests are usually under $100, much less than $100. Arsenic is maybe all three would cost about $100, I think, in this state.
Okay. The different things that you can find in your water that are harmful to people, what type of health effects could they experience if they have this in their well water?
Well, bacteria can be an immediate concern. It can cause some gastrointestinal issues. It can make you sick rather quickly if you have a lot of bacteria in your water. Nitrate and arsenic are more of a concern over a longer period of time, unless you're in a specific group, like if you're pregnant or if you're a young child. Babies should not drink water with high nitrates. Because they'll be at a risk of developing some severe reactions to that. So we do, like we said, recommend you get it sampled yearly, but especially pregnant women should make sure they know what's in their water for as far as nitrate goes, because that can harm them or their baby.
Are there any warning signs that people should be looking out for, that might indicate that there's an issue with your water?
Many things can show up without any indication, but if you have a change in the color, odor, or taste of the water, that can often be an indicator that you have something going on with the water. Any change in that feel or taste is a good indication, but many things will be clear, dissolve in water very easily, and you won't be able to tell unless you do that sample.
Right. That underlines the importance of testing. So when a person gets their test results back, they use this new Be Well Informed tool to understand what the readings are. And let's say they have an issue. How do they remedy that issue to make sure that they protect their family?
Well, if the results are high enough, the advice you may get from the Be Well Informed tool is to stop using the water for drinking or food preparation. So follow those guidelines. But then there are ways to remedy it through water treatment systems. If the contamination is very high, then you may need to drill a new well. But typically you are able to find another alternative source for your drinking water or put treatment on for most things.
There are 800,000 private wells in Wisconsin, serving about a quarter of the state's population. So a lot of people have these wells. Is there any other advice that you would give for private well owners about what they should be doing to properly maintain them?
Yes, you should make sure that you inspect your well. Make sure that the well cap and everything at the wellhead is secure, and that insects and other things can't get into your well. And you should also make sure that the well area is clear of potential contamination sources. You don't want to store anything near a well that can contaminate that well potentially. You also don't want to necessarily cover the well with something, because that often attracts insects and rodents who like cover and like warm areas. That well might be a little warmer than the other parts of your yard. So those are the main things. And keep in mind that, if you have a private well, you're kind of your own water utility. It's up to you to monitor it, to maintain it, and to sample regularly.
Great advice. And the Be Well Informed online tool, where can people find it? And we want to mention it's free to the public.
Absolutely free. You can find it by searching Be Well Informed on a search engine. It should be one of the first things that pops up. Our DNR website, dnr.wisconsin.gov. If you also has a search function, and if you search for Be Well Informed, you'll find a link to it from there.
Fantastic. And we'll include a link on our website, wearegreenbay.com, for people to find that and click on. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Marty. I appreciate you telling us about this tool, and hopefully many people here in Northeast Wisconsin will utilize it.
Yes, thank you, Stacy. Good to be here.
And stay with us. There's much more Off the Desk to come.